Hello from my floor. Welcome to the year of living simply, living intentionally. My brain also wants to say the year of living boring, which typically has a negative connotation to it, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a negative connotation. I have notes on my laptop and I had a whole bunch of notes written out, but really, I think we're just gonna kind of hit some key points. And I'm just gonna talk to you from the floor of my room in a very vlog style way. That's just the kind of year we're aiming for. We're dialing everything back. 2025 was a rough year, not just for me professionally, but also personally. And also, it was just a rough year in general. My cat just came in the room and opened the door, and I thought it was a ghost. 2025 was a rough year for most people, and I think we're all glad that it's over. 2026 is starting out a little rough too. I am filming this on Tuesday the 7th. Is it the 7th? It's the 6th. I don't even know what day it is. It is Tuesday. I do know that. January 2026 is starting out a little rough. That's okay. We're only 6 days into January. We still have an entire year ahead of us. And this year I am going to be taking things a quarter at a time instead of attacking the whole year at once, because I think that's going to work better for my brain. A year is a long time and it's a lot to take in all at once. Attacking things one quarter of the year at a time is probably going to go a lot better and is probably going to be a more manageable of a plan, at least for me. Originally, I had plans to make a video every single week, and for a while that was manageable last year, but then it got to a point in the fall, it was kind of like the September, October timeframe. I fell into a reading slump. I also got overwhelmed with just a lot of things going on, mostly in the content creation, like trying to manage my time, which I'm not great at. We're trying to work on it still. It all came to a head. There's Bo. That's the cat that opened my. Yeah, it's you. You're on TV. Well, if you didn't want to be on TV, you already signed the waiver. Sorry. Last year in the fall, it all just kind of came to a point. It all came crashing down, and I just stopped posting on YouTube. I think I went back and looked. I posted my Twilight video, I think in October, one video in November, and I think I posted a video in December, I think, maybe, but I really haven't posted anything since, and I do enjoy creating videos. YouTube has been a really fun outlet, and I do want to get back into creating videos and uploading them, so I'm trying to get back into that routine. What are you doing? Oh god, no, not that. Just lying there like he wasn't just getting into everything. Okay, where were we? I have notes and I'm choosing to like not use them. Mostly because they were kind of rambly, but I also ramble, but that's fine. We were talking about last year. It all came to a point where I just kind of stopped. I'd like to get back into posting regularly and creating more content, but I do feel that at one point I got to a point I would have an idea, and it's not necessarily that it's bad to read books only for a video. Like you get an idea and you're like, "Oh, I'd like to make a video about XYZ." And so you need to read books, specific books for that video. That's not necessarily bad, but my problem is the way I was going about it, because I would say, okay, I want this specific video to come out on this very specific day, and then go, uh-oh, I haven't read those specific books that go with that video. And then I would kind of fly through the books, and it just ended up starting to destroy the fun of creating the videos and the fun of reading. And it just, if it's not fun, that is a part of this. I think I was just trying to do too much, and it came to a breaking point where I just stopped. We're dialing everything back. I don't want to push myself to a breaking point, but I still want to create. We're living more intentionally. We're going to live more simply. You could call it, living in a more boring manner where it's more of a routine. Boring can just mean, okay, you have a routine and it's a set routine and it's the thing that you do all the time. And that's comforting. It can, I guess maybe that's what I mean when I say instead of boring, it can just mean comforting. Maybe that's what we're aiming for. So I have my notes. Because I'll be attacking things in a quarterly fashion, here's my plans for this year. And it's kind of nice to only think ahead in quarters. And then once I hit March, maybe like early to mid-March, then I'll start thinking ahead to the next quarter. It's going to, I think, make things a lot more easy and a lot less stressful on my brain. And that's what we need this year, because I've already declared 2026 is the year of let the girlies nap. Make sure you get a nap in. And if you're like, I am not a person who is a big, like, regular nap person, go rest. It can just be a rest. You can go lay down. Just lay down. Anyways, back to this though. For the first quarter of BookTube, I should have my notes up so I can see. Although a laptop's really heavy. For the first quarter of BookTube, I'm just gonna hold my laptop. How about that? I do have two 12 and 12 lists. I didn't do a 26 and 26 like I did, like last year was a 25 and 25. I probably could have come up with a 26 and 26 between the two of them. However, again, because we're dialing things back, we're taking it a little easier, I was like, no, we're just gonna do a 12 and 12. However, one of those 12 and 12s is a little different, and I'm excited about that. It's not like your regular 12 and 12. It's a cool 12 and 12. That's a Mean Girls quote. I try to make it, stop trying to make fetch happen. God. I'll be starting a year-long Lunar New Year series in February that I'm very excited about. And I'll also be starting a big book club, but it's really just for me. Only because most of the books this year that I'm reading are pretty massive. And I was just joking around. I've made the joke to myself, and went out on stream one day and I was like, oh yeah, I'm starting a big book club, but it's just me. But if you want to join, you can. There's no regular meetings. There's going to be no discussions. If you have a giant book, you're in the big book club, and we'll go over that later. I'm also going to be going back. We're going to backtrack a little bit, and I'm going to be trying to tackle the rest of the books that I did not get to on my 25 and 25. And I'll be starting with the Cruel Prince series. So I've already started the Cruel Prince, the first book in the series, and I'm about halfway through. It's going to be a full series reading vlog, but it's going to be a lot like this. It's just going to be a very casual vlog. I'm just going to update you as I finish each book, and we'll see how it goes. We're taking a more casual approach to 2026. I'm pretty excited, honestly, and I'm an ideas guy, so I've already had more ideas pop up and I've written them down. Some might come to fruition during the year and some might not. They might get pushed to another year, and that's fine. This is already exciting and way less stressful, and so I'm looking forward to creating more in 2026. And I appreciate everyone who stuck around and let me ramble. I had notes and semi-rambled in the notes. I chose not to use them and I rambled anyway, so if you stuck around, I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me ramble. I think this type of reset, like going backwards and just being more intentional with my year and allowing myself to just reset everything, is going to be what I need, because I'm sure, like many people, my brain is constantly telling me that I'm not doing enough, and that's exhausting and it's really rude. I hope everyone had a wonderful start to the new year. Let me know if you guys are focusing on anything in particular this 2026, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.